Could Notion be the tool for you? Let's see about this. Here is Notion Britt Malka with a new short lesson about how to use Notion in your daily life. So we'll start where we stopped the last time, so you can find my video on YouTube or in my Facebook group. Here I had made this short Notion page here with only normal text and an image. But today we're going to take this a step further. First of all, what you see here is a default setting in Notion where you have this light background. I learned recently that you can actually focus much better if you have a black background. I used to hate that when people made home pages with black background and white text. But some reason I like it in Notion. So I'm going to change the setting and I'm going to show you how you do it. First of all, you must have this menu up here. And if you don't see it, it's because it's hidden to give you more space for your Notion pages. And you can find it again by hovering over and clicking on the burger menu up here and then going into settings and members. In here you have several settings. The top ones up here is for your whole account. That means for all your workspaces when you make more of them later. This setting about changing from light to dark, it's inside the overall account settings. Down here you have the special workspace settings that only works for the worksheet, the workspace you're working on now. So I'm going to My Notifications and Settings, and down here you have Appearance, it's set to light. I'm going to change that to dark and click out of this, just outside. So now I have this dark background with a white text. I like how the colors pop up in this view. But you can choose whatever you like, of course. Next up, I wanted to add something that I find extremely useful, and that is the fields that you can change on and off on your to-do list. So last time I showed you how you can make headlines and text. We're going to make this in a similar way. So I'm just going to click down here and give it one more space. So I'm hitting enter again. And then I'm going to write a headline, H2 or H1, it's up to you. My daily to-do list. And then a new enter to hit a new line. So once again, I'm going to hit the / command and find to-do list, and it's actually among the first here, so I don't need to do anything else. I can just click it. You can also start typing to do and it will work too. So now I have a to-do list. All I need to do right now is to add what I want to do. So we're gonna make a video about Notion. I'm always done with today's list of tasks, so go play World of Warcraft, make gold in World of Warcraft, and I can continue, and every time I hit enter or return, it will make a new to-do list field. When I'm done, for today at least, I can just hit enter a second time, and just like you would experience in Word or any other word processor, the fields will now disappear. So when I write now, it will write plain text. So shortly I will be done with this video, and then I can check this off and it will show as a nice checked off item on my to-do list, and I can go through this and I can be proud of myself. I can flex and say I did it once again. And tomorrow you can start all over again by just unclicking if you need to do the same stuff all over again. Or you can click the 6 dots to the left of the field and simply delete it. Click delete here and it will disappear forever unless you want to create it again. So let me delete this one. I'm also going to delete this line, so just repeating, click the 6 dots, hit delete. But like they say in the ads, there is more. There is more. So now I've written a text again here. And when I hover over the 6 dots, you can see there's more than just delete. You can also use duplicate. I use that a lot. And you can use this one that's called turn into. And right now, it disappeared. We'll try again, turn into. Here we go. Right now, it's a text field. You can see that by the check mark up here. But you can turn this into just about anything you can create in Notion, like headings, a new page, to-do list again, bulleted lists, numbered lists, a toggle list. I'll show you that in a moment. A quote, a code, call out, etc. Go over these yourself and check out what you can do. Let's just take the toggle, but first I want to make some space in here. So if I want to have space between those two, the last to-do field and this text field, I would have to hover over the last field here and click the plus. That will add a space. Or I can simply go to the end of this one, hit enter, which will then create another to-do list, and then enter again, and that will also create a space. So as it is with most programs, you can do things in several different ways. Choose the one that works the best for you. So now we have this field down here that's called there's more. So I'm going to change this into a toggle field. Turn into. And as you can see, it has several toggle options. It has toggle headings, 1, 2, and 3. So let me try a toggle heading 1. This will mean that the text size is bigger and it's become just like a heading size 1. I can make one here to show you. Heading 1. This is a normal heading 1. So you can see it's the same text size here. There's a little arrow next to the toggle heading, and when I click it and it points directly to the text here, it means it's closed, and when I click it again, it's open. And if you look down here, now my headline below and the text is hidden because it went inside this toggle heading. You can add more to it by clicking after the toggle heading and then type text. Text hidden here. So now I'm going to close it again and it's gone from the view. This means that you can keep your surface nice, your dashboard nice and clean, and only use what's hidden below when you turn on the little arrow here. If you want to see this in use on my personal page, I'm going to show you. This is my dashboard. So here I have today's journal. I can close this down, and the daily tasks over here. When I close them, they disappear. And here I have other kinds of tasks. I can close them off too. And birthdays are closed off just like the quick to do. So whenever I'm using it, I toggle them off. And as you can see over here, I also have my daily task, and I've done almost all of them. I'm going to check off this 1 minute YouTube because it's done in a moment. So back to Notion Brit down here. There we go. Like I showed you before, the things I had made down here, the headline, this little piece of text or nonsense, and this pretty picture were all hidden under this toggle headline. If that was a mistake, in this case I didn't do it on purpose, you can simply select what you want to move. Let's do that. You select with your mouse just as you do anything else. Click and drag above it and over it, and then click the 6 dots here and drag it outside. So now you can see there's a blue line to the left of the toggle arrow in There's More. So when I release now, it's outside. So, and it's even created a column of its own. It shouldn't, so let's move this one up here. There's More up there, and now it's down here. So obviously I didn't get that right, but it's not that important. If it's important, then try again. Click up here to drag. Oh, that was a hidden text. It was supposed to be here. The picture wasn't. Let's move it up here. So now the picture is showing, and here we have the hidden context, and that works. And here we have the headlines. So you can move around all elements. You can move them up by clicking up, of course. Let's move this above the picture. And you can move it to make a second column by clicking the 6 dots and moving it until you see a vertical line next to the one you wanted to move it to. So let's go here. Now we have 2 different columns, and they are not the same height because they're not the same thing. This one is a type 1 heading, heading 1. This one, what is it? Let's check by clicking the 6 dots and turn into. There you can see the check mark, it's a heading 2. Let me change that to heading 1. And you can see they now are on the same level here. I suggest you play around with these things until you get it right. I will often put things in the wrong place, as you can tell from this short video, but it's easy to move it again. Let's take this text, for instance, move it below here, and now it's inside this toggle. So you can easily move things around, and if it really messes things up, then you can always use Ctrl+C or Command+C on a Mac or Z, and it will return to where it was before. So that's it for this basic lesson about how to use Notion, and I hope you get something useful out of it. Please feel free to leave any comments you like, and if there are features you want me to show in Notion, also leave that in the comment. Otherwise, have a wonderful day and have fun playing with Notion.